We've been advocating for a plan for months. Very excited. We do think there's a long way to go in terms of the first 3 months. There will be a lot of difficulties with venues after we've been locked down for so long to suddenly going back to opening. But the general mood is of positivity, and just getting back to work is very exciting.
Is one of the big concerns policing patrons' vaccination status?
Yeah, we do think the onus on businesses to look after that side it will be incredibly hard. We do think the general population, though, will be very accepting, but there's always a minority that we're going to have to deal with, and we just hope we can do it in a really respectful way.
You said these first 3 months will be difficult. Is another tricky aspect staff shortages?
Look, our industry has been incredibly tight since 2020 in the first lockdown. We're very reliant on migrant workers and interstate travel of workers for 6 months to come to Sydney or to Byron Bay or whatever that area may be. So we've had incredible shortages for the last year and a half. The compounding impact of the second lockdown and our casual workforce, especially finding work elsewhere. And then we are really unclear how the test, trace and isolate will actually work, and if businesses will have to close down for longer than a couple of days after a contact, and then if our workforce also has to isolate until we have a negative result. We're really worried that this will impact businesses and we won't be able to trade to our operating hours.
Is business comfortable with turning away unvaccinated people, and does that date of December 1, where the restrictions or the rules will be uniform for the vaccinated and the unvaccinated, provide some certainty for business?
I don't think it provides certainty. I think because we haven't been given the methods that we're able to invite non-vaccinated customers in. It's great news today to hear that rapid antigen testing is back on the cards, but we'd really like to be able to have a clear mandate from government to tell us what we can actually put in place. I don't think it's very fair leaving it up to individual businesses, and I don't think it builds confidence in our industry from a consumer point of view, where you could go to one bar and not be allowed in, and the next bar you are allowed in. So we'd really like to be able to see government come out with a clear methodology, antibodies, antigen testing, and vaccination status, and allow us to operate within a safe environment and give clarity. I think it's too confusing from December 1. There'll be a lot of, lack of confidence, and I also think there will be fear around whether people should or shouldn't be coming out. So we would like to advocate for a really inclusive night out. We do believe the whole population should be invited out, and there are ways to do that safely, and we've seen that used overseas. But we really need the government to take a lead on this and let us know how they think it is safe for us to open.
So going forward, what needs to change to see Sydney's nightlife thrive again?
Well, there's a recipe, obviously we need confidence, especially in our consumers, and the confidence in our industry to continue to invest. But really, we'd like to see the entertainment industry back to life and back to before it was in 2020 when we first locked down. Live music, theatre, the arts, that's the longest tail of the recovery, and a lot of them never came back to meaningful work. So we'd really like to see support packages specifically targeted at the entertainment industry, and really looking at what we can do in terms of large-scale planning reforms for our nighttime industry. And, ideas like our fresco strategy that New South Wales government and City of Sydney are running is fabulous. We should be maximising our outdoor space. But we really like to see it as the strategy that come to life. We'd like to see the cultural economy prioritised and really bring back life in Sydney back to, where it was in global city status.